Kevin, greeting you from here in the state of Delaware. And it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure for me to be on this conversation with you, Kevin.
Oh, my goodness. You know what? It's a pleasure to have you, but I got a question for you.
What's that?
How is someone going to invite you to do an exclusive interview on their television network and they've only known you for 48 hours, but yet they have not invited me and they've been knowing me for over 20 years? Can you explain that to me?
Well, it depends on individuals. You are a broadcaster. I am an author. You broadcast people.
Okay, man. You know what? I like you now. All right. Once again, welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Yours truly, Pastor Kevin, doing what I love because I love what I'm doing. Young man, one of our featured authors here, Fibby is here. Now, Fibby, I don't want you to send your midgets after me, your buddies, if I mispronounce your last name. So I want you to say it for me first before I attempt to.
The last name?
Yes.
The last name is Olawale.
Olawale.
That's right.
I said it right?
Absolutely.
Oh, man, please. You know, I told you, I got this, man. I got this. All right, well, you know what, man? I am so honored to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, I am grateful to introduce to many and present to some our featured author on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. And, of course, all you have to do is stop by our platform and click on the tab that is simply titled Featured Authors. You will see a copy of the publication I'm currently showing you on our screen, Life Behind Bars. Now, before I talk about this, or before we bring Femi on, let me say this. Everyone in the world can pretty much relate to this title and this publication, because if you personally haven't been behind bars, then you know someone that has, you know someone that is, or you know someone that's about to be. So it's a pretty serious scenario, life behind bars. But before we talk about that, Femi, I want you to step up to the plate, man, and introduce yourself, man. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Who is Femi Olawale? Did I say it right?
Absolutely. Again.
Introduce yourself, man.
You see, my name is Femi Olawale. I'm a Nigerian American. I'm, to the glory of God, I'm married to a most wonderful lady. I'm blessed with 4 awesome kids. I've been a man of many paths so far in my life. Accountant, banker, freelance journalist, correctional lieutenant, and now I'm a full-time author.
Let me say this. I don't want people to get this confused, but life behind bars, that's such a touchy yet broad title. You, in fact, were a lieutenant.
That's right.
So you didn't have to stand inside the cell holding the cell, but you had to experience those that were.
That's right.
How does that feel, man? I mean, when you look at... Yeah, go ahead.
But one thing we used to say when I was in service is this: everyone that works in a correctional facility is first and foremost a correctional officer. Everybody starts from that position. So before you become a correctional corporal, correctional sergeant, correctional lieutenant, or whatever, you must have started first as a correctional officer. And that means you know what those guys you are supervising, you know what they are doing.
Right. Wow. Wow. So I mean, just to sit back and see such a wide range of individuals rotating through the the jail. I mean, the jailhouse. I mean, it's like an ongoing rotation, and you see people come in, go out, come back in, go out. You see, I mean, it's like a wow. I mean, it's so hard to explain because I've witnessed it. I've been there. I've been behind bars. Oh my goodness. You know what? That's a whole nother conversation. Let me dive into this. I'm telling you, man, I'm going to have to invite you back already just so we can talk about that. You know, but, going to dive right in, and talk a little bit about your latest book release. And I'm not really sure if it's the only book release you have, but Life Behind Bars. Life Behind Bars. Break that down for me, man. Tell me a little bit about what this publication is all about.
Okay, good. You see, the thing I always say is this: Life Behind Bars is not just a memoir, it's not just another book, it's a deep examination of a system that is urgently in need of reform and transformation. To me, the book is a call to action, a plea for understanding and change within a system that affects a lot of people. In the book, I practically pull back the layers of the Delaware DOC to reveal some sticking flaws in the system. For instance, the state DOC is a hostile working environment. It's a place where favoritism, harassment, prejudice, and even systematic discrimination thrive. Is also a place filled with many staff members whose mental health issues are largely ignored. And, and lest I forget, unknown to many in the public, the DOC is an ecosystem of parasitic cottage industries. You have suppliers of foodstuff to suppliers of dairy products and even suppliers of soda and juice. These businesses feed on the prison system. They profit from the incarceration of misguided individuals. But in all fairness, one can't really blame them. You see, the offenders are the human raw materials for every prison.
Wow.
Therefore, if only the offenders themselves are not so dumb as to keep going back, there would not have been so much human raw materials for the prison system. So the book, Life Behind Bars, is a thought-provoking perspective that underscores the potential for transformation within the prison system. That's the way I presented the book.
You know what? I'm gonna say this, and I know that man, this conversation could go a whole lot of different ways right now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because I do understand that we always want to look at individuals like the the person that's going back in and out, in and out. But let me say this: once a person makes a minor mistake, and we all make mistakes.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, if everyone went to jail behind their mistakes, we wouldn't have anyone in the public. I'm just saying. You know, but this is a very common issue that is uncommon to the natural eye, because I'm telling you now this could get serious, man, because I know I'm feeling I'm gonna help elevate this book to a whole nother level.
Thank you.
Because when we, like individuals like myself, Femi, I told you on yesterday, I made some mistakes back in the past, and they sent me. I wrote some bad checks. You know, back in the day, how we used to write checks.
Oh, sure.
And my thing is, I'm gonna beat the checks to the bank. You know, I'm gonna try to put the money in the bank before the checks get there.
That's right.
But the money never made it to the bank. So I got charged with writing bad checks.
Oh, man.
But that's not the bad part. Number one, the bad part is it was less than $350 total. Number two, the judge sentenced me to 3 years using me as a quote unquote example.
A scapegoat.
A scapegoat. But the worst part is they didn't send me to a minimum security facility. They sent me to a maximum security facility.
Oh, Lord.
I got sent to a maximum security facility, and I was placed in a cell for 18 months.
Oh,
with a guy.
I don't know.
Huh?
I'm so sorry to hear that, but I don't know what could have amounted to that, unless the judge specifically classified you at the time of judgment. We have something we call classification process. We classify we look at certain criteria to classify an offender.
Right.
Where I worked, if you had come in as a freshly committed offender, there was no way we would have classified you into maximum.
Right. Come on now.
For crying out loud, you would be in the general compound.
I was classified. Minimum. I was classified, and I can go into detail about how I ended up in that facility, but there's no way on this earth that I should have. And they put me in a cell with a guy who had 150 years twice.
Wow.
I had 18 months.
If I may ask you, did you commit any serious infraction upon commitment? Because I don't see how you'll be classified into that category. I can't imagine.
Absolutely not. I have never, even up to this very moment in my life, I have never committed any major infraction. I mean, I might have stole something out of the store, or drove a car unlicensed, stuff like that. But I'm telling you, man, they had an explanation.
Wow.
And they gave me an explanation, but we're not here to talk about me. I'm gonna jump back over on life behind bars, because I'm telling you, man, this conversation can go a lot of different ways, and there's some very serious people out there who are gonna want to read this publication, Life Behind Bars. Now, is Is this publication actually your very first release, or is this a follow-up to something that you've previously written before?
Actually, like I said earlier, this is a memoir. I already had, this is my second book, my second memoir. Earlier in my life, I was in the corporate world. In fact, my very first book, another memoir, titled The Tower of Mammon, is a book detailing my experience in the Nigerian banking industry. You see, just like I detailed my experience in the American prison system, it was the same way I detailed my experience in the Nigerian banking industry. You see, I had the privilege to work in a bank called Nile Merchant Bank. It was the premier investment bank in Nigeria. So when I got out of that place prior to my relocation to the United States, I decided to detail my experience in a memoir. Right. So my very first book is called The Tower of Mammon.
Man, you know,
and here I am again with another memoir.
Yeah. And you know what? You're attacking, Femi. You're attacking some very touchy subjects. You know, man.
Yes.
You can't be talking about people's money, man. And and then you're gonna talk about life behind bars. You know, money.
That's right.
and jail. You know what? Either people are gonna like you, love you wholeheartedly,
or hate me,
or they're gonna hate you, man. Man. Oh, I got to get a copy of the first one too, man. Because you know what? I'm excited for you, man. I'm grateful. Number one, I'm glad.
Thank you.
I'm so glad that you have taken time out to be here with us today. First of all, and I'm so grateful that you accepted the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family as one of our featured authors. And you know, Delaware prison system. I know that's something we gotta. You know, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions in just a minute, but before I do that, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to make sure that you show your love, care, concern, and support. Stop by the GMAP Broadcast Network. I want you to click on the tab that is simply titled Featured Authors. GMAP Broadcast Network is located at gmap1.com. GMAP, the number 1.com. Click on the tab that is simply titled Featured Authors. You'll see a copy of the publication I'm currently showing you on our screen, and Life Behind Bars. Femi Olawole.
That's right.
Okay. See, man, I'm told you, man, I'm a professional. And when you click on that copy, it will take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about the author as well as the publication. So we want you to show your love, care, concern, and support for Femi there. And of course, with that being said, Femi, now let's back up a little bit and say when someone, all right, I'm gonna push up the question a little bit because I want to find this out. When someone shows their support and purchase a copy of your current publication, and I know they will. I know they will. This is going to elevate
Thank
to
you.
a whole new level. Life Behind
Thank
Bars. Now, when someone purchases a copy of your book and read it, what is it? What is it exactly that you would like for them to take away with them after reading your book? Yeah. Come on, talk to me about it.
You see, I believe very well, and I'm saying this with all sense of humility. I believe that there is someone, somewhere, who will read my book, Life Behind Bars, and be touched positively. It doesn't matter whether the person is currently in jail or has been in jail or knows someone who has been in jail or in jail. It doesn't even matter if that person is a correctional officer or ex-correctional officer. There's something in that book that everyone will take to heart. I believe that very well. It's very thought-provoking.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna say this to you, man. And this is well, I tell you, this conversation I should just break off a whole day and talk to you. You know,
Thank
but
you.
I'm telling you, but because there's so many questions, cares, concerns, suggestions, recommendations, and comments that people can make. So I'm gonna eventually invite you back very soon, and I'm gonna open the phone lines for people to call in and ask questions or make comments. But right now, it's not that kind of program. But it it concerns me because everyone that walks inside a facility, I mean everyone, whether you are a captain, lieutenant, correctional officer, whether you are the doctor, the janitor, whether you're an inmate, whether you're a food provider, a worker, it doesn't matter. Everybody has become a part of this other world, and I'm saying that purposely, other world business. Because being a part of the jail system, it doesn't matter what part you're in, you become a part of this other world. They tell me that the jail facility, it doesn't matter whether it's Delaware, Illinois, Georgia, it doesn't matter where it is. It's a big business.
That's right.
Man, I tell you, man, Femi, you gonna get me started, man. I'm trying my best I'm trying my best not to get started. If someone wanted to purchase your book, and Life Behind Bars. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Femi is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Stop by our platform. Click on the tab that is simply titled Featured Authors. When you do that, it will take you, it will show you a copy of the publication I'm currently showing you on our screen, Life Behind Bars. When you click on the cover, it's going to take you to the necessary location. And that location is to find out more intimate information and details about the author as well as the publication. Now, I mean, it's kind of ironic because first of all, let me start here. When you look back over the process of writing this publication, from the very beginning, from when you wrote the first word, I saw a movie the other day. A guy says, "Hey man, I need an advance on my book. I'm busy writing my book, and I need an advance payment on my book." But then we looked in the typewriter, and there was not one word written down, typed out. But you look back over the process of writing this publication, and some people are going to be offended with your, I guess you can say, typed words in your publication. People are going to be offended, but when you look back over the journey, and I know this had to be a tough journey, when you come to the conclusion, what's next? I mean, where do you go from here after writing this book? What's next?
You see, first of all, I am the kind of person that takes a lot of things to heart. I can be very emotional, even as much as I try to control my emotion. Working in the Department of Correction took its emotional toll on me. All right. So I didn't even need to jot down any note while in the service because some experience that I went through, the good, the bad, and the ugly side of them, they never left me. Up till now, they are still with me. So when I decided to put down the book in writing, it was quite easy. I remember things very quiet, very clearly. And once I'm done with the manuscript, and especially when it came out officially in form of a book, an audio, and Kindle and stuff, in retrospect, I just imagine that those holding position of authorities in the various DOC would take a look at it. They will definitely see areas that they need to work upon in their own facilities or institution. They will all definitely see areas that need change or transformation.
Oh, man.
Because there are flaws that have been persisting for years. Flaws that when someone like me raised them while in the system, someone would tell me, oh, we've been doing it like this, this is how we've been doing it. Even notwithstanding the negative side of it. You see, the business of DOC is dealing with human beings.
Right.
People from all walks of life.
Right.
Some people are in jail. To the best of my knowledge, I try to do that. They are in jail because of just one wrong move, just one little error, and they are ready to make amends. But then they get into a facility and treated like some animals, and all of a sudden, their desire to change evaporates, and they now kind of tell themselves, okay, you want me to be an animal, I'll be an animal. That is very, very sad.
Man, you know
for
what?
the society.
I mean, it's amazing because it is a business. And, man, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. I am trying my best not to go there, but I want you guys to, you know what? As a matter of fact, I want to take a quick break. I'll be back in just a very short moment. So stay close. Don't move. We'll be back with more Life Behind Bars with Femi Olawole.
That's right.
All right, man. See, I got this. I'll be back with him right after this. Stay close. Don't move. Back in just a few right here on the show. All right, you gotta love it. Continuous music's on the way, but before I do that, let me dive back in right here. Pastor Kevin on the number one station in the nation, GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. GMAP, the number one.com. Stop by. Continue to show your love, your support, your care, your concern. Call in, make those special dedications and requests, comments, and all that good stuff. But once again, we appreciate you. And I had to take a quick pause because our partner networks had to run their commercial break. And I was telling Femi before, I said when you get about to the When you get to about the 25 after mark, then the networks are going to be giving you a some kind of sign to say we got to run commercials here, young man. And if you don't run them, I'm going to cut you off. So I got to run those commercials. All right. So we had to give them time to do that. But in the meantime, we're back on the GMAP Broadcast Network with, of course, one of our featured authors, Femi. And of course, man, I am so grateful that you're here, and I am honored. I am honored to have you. And if someone wanted to, let's dive in. If someone wanted to show their love, care, concern, and support today, and purchase a copy of your publication, and even share it with other family members, followers, and friends, what's the process to do so? I mean, how can your book be purchased today? Can you share that information with me?
Oh, sure. Life Behind Bars is available in paperbacks and Kindle editions on Amazon and at other bookstores. In fact, there is also an audio version of the book and is available so far only on Apple Bookstore. And better still, anyone can just go on the GMAP website and click on the cover of my book, Life Behind Bars.
You didn't forget about me, man. You know what? And you know what? Amazon is gonna love you because you called them amazing. See, you're the only person I know in the world that says certain things with such a positive, in such a positive way. Yesterday, I was.
I love the.
Yeah.
I love the platform. I love the platform.
Thank you, man. I mean, but no, I bet you, no one in the world has ever looked at the fact that Amazon is really amazing.
It is. It is absolutely amazing.
And that's the way it's spelled. See, people are looking at that. It's spelled amazing. And then you talked to me the other day. Remember, you talked to me the other day. And you said to me, I'm going to send you a photograph.
That's right.
Oh, man, I haven't heard the word photograph in 35 years.
I can understand.
But, man, that was such a... Man, that was the cool... To me, I mean, it's the little things that make a big difference. And, man, that was the coolest thing in the world.
Thank you.
He said photograph. Ladies and gentlemen, Femi said, I heard it with my own ears. And he said photograph. Now, if someone wanted to reach out and touch base with you, and I appreciate you mentioning GMAP in that credible statement. If someone wanted to reach out to you and maybe touch base with you on a more individual basis and talk with you and talk to you, because before I ask you that question, all right, before I tell you to share that information, I'm going to ask you this, and this is a very serious question.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about having this publication on the big screen, on the movie screen?
All I can say to that is, if and when such an opportunity comes, I'll grab it.
Yeah. And you know why I asked you that? Because I've been speaking with people, and I don't care if people steal ideas, and I don't, it's not my thing, because I'm going to tell you something honestly. There's a lot of ideas that have been placed in my spirit that I know for a fact people have taken from me, or they assume they didn't think about it first, but I thought about it and said, they may have thought about it, but they never said anything. But I spoke up, and then they tried to take it and run with it. And I know a lot of people have taken some ideas that has been placed in my heart that I've shared with them and ran with them. And there's this one company that I worked for, man, I tell you, they made millions of dollars off an idea that I presented to them.
Wow.
And instead of granting me any positive notion or feedback, they fired me.
Oh man.
See, so instead of me sitting here in my mischief studio that I take, that I love with all my heart. I mean, I can be in a big, huge, multi-billion-dollar studio,
It's
and
coming.
and I would appreciate it, but I wouldn't appreciate it as much as I appreciate this one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, so people will say, man, how do you do that? Well, my son even called me and said, man, how do you do that? I said, man, it's not as hard as you think.
Mm.
But I always tell people this. Maybe you don't see this book on the big screen yet.
Okay.
But imagine this. I came up with a sudden idea.
Mm.
We got paperback books, we got Kindle,
Mm-hmm.
and we got audio books.
That's right.
Have you ever looked at the opportunity or the possibility of having a video book?
Just like what you just said about the big screen, that's also an option that I have in mind for the future.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Mm-hmm.
people don't look at that because whether or not they believe it or not, we see video books every day and don't even realize we see them.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I'm going to say it again, Femi. We see video books every day and don't even realize we see them.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Look at commercials. That's a video book.
Mm.
Look at sitcoms, video books.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See. So if we take our book, and I would love to take this book and present the first video book in history.
Mm.
Because
Right.
even though we see video books, we don't title them as video books. So I'm gonna see, and all you got to do is make a scene. You read the book, put the words on the screen, got a little background, and then throughout the book, create scenes of what you're reading, whether it's picture scenes, whether it's
I'm already visualizing it as you are talking about.
Yeah. So whether it's picture scenes or whether it's acted out scenes, because you got to remember, it's a video book.
Mm.
So we're presenting to them visual of what it is that they're reading.
That's right.
Oh man, come on, man.
That's right. Thank you for that.
The video book is a new wave. Everybody, I got an audio book, so I got my book is on Kindle. Okay. But let me ask you this: do you have a video book? Will be the first.
That's right. You know, there was a time in the publishing industry when there was nothing like an audio version. Now we have the audio.
Right.
And like you rightly pointed out,
Yeah.
before you know it, we will have a video book.
Right. Before you know it, man, video books are going to be the hottest thing in the country.
That's right.
Hey, Femi. Be the first, man.
I hope so. By the grace of God.
By the grace of God. You know what? By the grace of God. See, God has already done everything He's going to do. You know, they told. See, so what I'm saying when I say that is, go ahead and step up and step out on faith, because we want to ask God for things, but God has already done everything He's going to do. The Bible says. Right. The Bible says He's the first and the last. Mm-hmm. He's the beginning and the end.
And the end.
He's the Alpha and the Omega.
And Omega.
Okay?
That's right.
And then He says in His word, I became all things to all men that I may win some. My point for telling you that is, if He says He's going to do it, it's already done. Mm-hmm. We have to embrace the process. Mm-hmm. We have to embrace the possibility of having the faith that He's already blessed us with the opportunities and put it into action.
That's right.
God said, I'm tired. You know what God said? I'm tired of you asking me for the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You only have to. You don't have to ask me once. I heard you the first time. Hey, man, claim your victory, man. Don't say by the grace of God. Say it's already
It's
done.
done.
That's
It's,
right.
actually, I'll go for that.
Yeah!
It's settled.
It's already done.
It's
Oh,
done.
man, but that was my moment of inspiration right there. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. All right, so coming up soon, we're going to be talking to Femi about his world premiere release. Now I'm going to tell you something, Femi. I'm using you for a guinea pig.
That's right. I don't mind.
All right, because if you don't do it, you're gonna find life behind bars in a video book before I'm gonna be making millions off your book. So if someone wanted to reach out to you, touch base with you, talk to you more on an individual basis about this publication or your first publication or your publication yet to come, what's the process to do so? I mean, how can you be connected with? How can you be reached?
Oh, to reach out to me is quite easy. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And I go by the same name, Femi Olawole. I can also be reached through my email address, fo_roya@yahoo.com. Again, F as in Frank, O as in Orange, _roya@yahoo.com.
I like that. I like that email, man. When I first saw it, I liked it. Yeah, Royal. He's a royal individual, and I can't wait to invite you back, man. This is only part one of maybe 3 parts. I just want you to know that. You know, but at the same time, life behind bars is something that you have to go out and show your love, care, concern, and support for. Femi Olawole, and of course, he's the author, and I'm going to be the author, the co-author of the world premiere video book. I'm just putting my name on it right now. I'm going to go ahead, hey Femi, I'm going to go ahead and get us a couple of Fortune 500 companies to back us up, man.
That's right.
And we're going to step up and step out on faith, man, and make this thing work. You know,
right.
Put a couple of scenes together. Even if the first one is generated through picture form. Or let me tell you something. You can go online. You can go to YouTube University and get anything you want.
That's right. Oh, sure.
Yeah. So if you need some scenes acted out for your first video book, and I'm saying it over and over again because I guarantee you that if we don't jump on it, somebody else will.
You're right.
If we don't jump on it, somebody else will. So I'm going to use your book for an example. I'm going to get your book. I'm going to read your book. I'm going to create scenes from your book. I'm going to present that opportunity to you and see if you like it or not. And then I'm going to release the first video book.
That would be awesome.
And you know what? It may be a generic version of it because I don't believe in perfection. It may be a generic version, but I want it to be because I want to label it the first of its kind, the video book, the future. So I'm going to just put a generic version of it together and say, Femi, how do you like this? Oh, this is good. Well, it's released tomorrow.
That's right. I love that.
See, so I'm not going to wait. And then we're going to have people, and then me and you are going to go into business. You're going to be in Delaware somewhere. I'm going to be in Illinois, and we're going to go into business, and we're going to be generating video books. Now, if you go on a place like Amazon, Barnes & Noble, how many books do you believe, honestly, are located on those platforms?
A whole lot.
See, we can't give it a number. We can't give it a number, though, can we? Because if you give it a number, then 5 seconds later, it's another one. You know, I always say Amazon, having a book on Amazon is like looking at your sins. If your sins was a number, what would your number be?
that's That's a food for thought.
Yeah. Come on, man. I mean, I'm serious. If my sins was a number, what would my number be? I can't give it to you because you know how you play basketball and you got the time clock with the minutes, the seconds, and then you got that little bitty one at the bottom that's going really, 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 really fast. You ever saw that?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's my sins. The one that's at the bottom, so it's still going. You know, it's going really, really fast. So it's going so fast I can't even keep up with it.
You're right.
So if someone wanted to reach you, man, and they want to, purchase a copy of your book, we're going to encourage them to do so. We're going to encourage them to listen out for part 2 of this conversation because I'm not done with you yet.
That's awesome. Thank you.
All right, I'm not done with you yet, man, because we got to come back. I mean, I know our partner networks are getting a little worried because we are a minute and 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds past the point. But
no.
I'm closing now. I'm getting, like a pastor would say, I'm getting ready to close. But we're gonna definitely invite you back for part 2 of this conversation, and we're gonna open the phone lines for people to call in and ask questions. But ladies and gentlemen, before I let Femi go, I want to say this: when you in fact decide to show your love, care, concern, and support for life behind bars, and I know you will. I have confidence that you will. I believe that you will. As a matter of fact, it's already done. I want you to do me a favor. Number one, I want you to share this book and this information with as many of your family, followers, and friends possible. And then I want you to share it on social media. All of you got TikTok, Block, Hee Haw, Doodop. You got so many of them. That shared on all of your social media. I mean, let's face it, you share everything else on social media, share this too. And then when it's all over said and done, please, I'm sure Femi will agree, go back, leave a review.
Review, thank you.
Come on, say that for me one time. For me, say that for me one time.
Thank you.
Leave a review. Come on, Femi, say it with me. Leave a review. One more time. Leave a review.
That's right.
You know, because that's so important. I mean, we live in a world today that people are really paying attention to what everybody else thinks. We're not living in a world where people are designed to pay attention to their own pattern, their own thoughts, their own heart, their own mind. We're so concerned about what everybody else thinks that we're forgetting about ourselves. I tell people all the time, I'm not about to walk out the house and present myself to you based on what I think you, or based on what I think or how I think you should feel.